So good evening, ladies and gentlemen, how have you been? And well, this video is going to be made solely for the purposes of comparing Dlog and Dlog2 on the new Osmo Pocket 4P. So minimal lighting, I'm not using this fill light, and I'm hand holding the camera. I'm recording with the DJI Mic Mini 2, which is recording directly into the camera. There would be some noise because there's this fan going on, but I have that wind muff on it, so that'll probably take care of it, whatever it could. So here is one with the Dlog, and in the Dlog segment, what I really wanted to mention was that these have different exposures, I believe. So Dlog2 seems to be a little bit brighter than Dlog, but Dlog seems to be like the OG profile that you have, and you can use it, while you're grading your footage into DaVinci Resolve. You have the CST with the DJI D gamut or whatever, and you can still use it for Dlog. I think so, I'm not sure. So I'll have to make that sure that if that's usable or not, but it's all about the Dlog. So here is Dlog, and I'm recording in 4K 24 FPS. I'm approximately 1 minute plus into this recording, and next clip is going to be shot on the Dlog2. I'm going to keep everything same, the framing same. By the way, I've overexposed Dlog by a very slight 0.3 to 0.7 EV, and I think that should do. So ISO here is 1600. I'm not going to change the ISO, and I'm not going to put any noise reduction on the footage whatsoever, although I'll of course be grading it. Or should I put some noise reduction on it? No, let's not put any noise reduction, so you can see how the shadows really behave with this camera. Pocket 4P, Dlog 10-bit. Alright, so I'm continuing the same experiment, but this time with Dlog2. And since I haven't changed my ISO value, my white balance it's not auto. I've set it at approximately 5400 Kelvin for both these segments. And here is Dlog2, and on the screen I can see that Dlog2 is actually overexposed by a whopping 1.7 EV. So that's too much, but I can obviously bring it down. DJI promises a 17 stops of good dynamic range on this camera, so let's see how that really works. There is no tracking happening here. There's no noise reduction. I'm going to add no noise reduction in this, so you can see how this is. This is just my room. This is not even treated space. This is there's just a light above my head which is lighting me right now. No studio lighting, no ring lights, no fill lights, nothing. Bare bones. This is Dlog2. And one thing I really wanted to talk about was that after I got the Pocket 4P, I somehow had it in my mind that I should also try the Luna Ultra. But then one of my friends told me that stop running behind these small pocket cameras because they can do only so much. And there's this not new guy, but there's this one camera that is really being talked about in India these days, and that's the Sony FX30. It's a cinema line camera from Sony. It's an APS-C crop sensor, but it does make beautiful videos. So I'm looking into that, and I think I could do something about that probably next year, or probably after I get the money, but right now I don't have the money. But FX30, yes, that is indeed very tempting. So while we test the Dlog2, we also talked a bit about the FX30. Not 30. 3 is very costly. 5 is costlier, I believe. But Sony's got another cameras. I hear that the FX30 is not very good for shooting photos. I shoot photos sometimes with my Sony camera, so let's see. But people have advised me to get a ZV E10 Mark II, sell off your old one because it's pretty old now. I think it's working fine for me, and until it's working fine for me, I don't really need a new camera just for the heck of it. So yeah, but I am very interested in the FX30. Let's see where that goes. So here's a comparison for you guys: Dlog versus Dlog2 from the Pocket 4P. Do let me know what you think about it. I think it's fine. I prefer the Dlog2, to be very honest. It's something different, something new, and something fascinating. So take care.